Okay, so we are in the middle of nowhere. We're actually in Salva, here in northern Finland in Lapland.
Okay, so there's this Influencer Academy actually in Tampere, the city where I'm also, where you were planning Sofia also to come.
Yeah.
So Influencers Academy.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, why do you want to start to do that bachelor degree in Influencer Academy? I heard that there's also one part related to going abroad from Finland.
So basically, when I finished my Lukio,
High
high
school.
school.
Yeah, yeah.
When I finished my Lukio, my high school, I started working, and so I wanted to keep studying, but it was a bit hard with my job because I have to travel a lot, and so I didn't really, and I also didn't find anything that I wanted to study that was, everything is like, okay, I like filming, and then I have to study a specific thing about filming, not everything in general. So I didn't find something that would include everything I wanted. And then I heard about Influencers Academy, this new project, which is perfect for what I do because it will help me with what I need to know for my job, and also it gives me time to focus on my job at the same time. So I don't have to stop working, but I can start studying again, which is amazing.
Yeah, and I remember for my own study years, but also after helping like 10,000 students to go abroad, that maybe even the best part of studying at a university, yes, is meet international people and also go abroad, and you can come back and combine this all with your university studies.
Yes.
And I think it's also a fantastic example of the fact that in Finland it's all about learning for life. And again, so you need to learn some skills for being an influencer, and that's kind of like your job. And I think that this is something that is very important, that of course fantastic education, but then you have fantastic opportunities and you're actually learning for what you're actually doing. And I think that is something that is very, very important in like all studies, that it doesn't make sense to study. It's actually studying for reason and motivation. Hopefully is that it's actually something that is useful for you. Yeah. And I think that probably if we ask our Russian friends here, so what's your experience been? I mean, you're now in university, but you went through the high school here. So what would you say that then is the biggest difference or biggest benefit of studying here in Finland? And you've been studying in Finnish language actually.
Foreign language, of course, was at the beginning a challenge.
Yeah.
Because it's a completely new language. You're afraid of speaking it to native speakers because you're embarrassed understanding as well. What if I say something wrong? Would they understand it? Would they laugh at me? Then eventually you get this understanding that, okay, if he or she laughs, then, well, he or she is probably stupid because they've got to understand it's not your foreign language.
Right.
And I just project the situation to myself. If somebody would speak Russian to me, would I laugh if he or she does make a mistake? No, probably not. One of the biggest challenges was to come to this understanding.
But I think that is always, the only way to learn is to actually then speak the language. I think that this is again like learning by doing. That, I mean, if you never speak language, how can you learn? And I think that many people have challenges learning Finnish in Finland because everybody speaks English. And then, very quickly you switch to English. As we are actually doing here, we need to be part of this in Finnish as well.
I can relate to this too, because I was 3 years old when I moved out of Finland. And then all the Finnish I ever heard was when my mom talked to me. So I never really studied it. I came here for 2 years when I was 8. But you don't learn to speak that well and at that age. So then when I used to come back here and started doing interviews, I remember I was super, super nervous because I was Finnish, but I didn't know how to talk Finnish that well in my own opinion. And so I was also scared of people judging or laughing, and even more because I was like, okay, I'm Finnish, so I have to know how to speak Finnish. Yeah. But then you just, you get over it. And you learn, and Finnish people love it when people try to speak Finnish.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, very true. And I think that's true actually everywhere, that people really like if you make the effort to speak the local language. And I think that's you should always try to do that. So it's great.
Yeah. Hey, can I ask one question from all of you? three students or becoming students. So, what would you like to say to anybody considering Finland as a study destination?
Well,
You can start from Sofia.
Yeah.
I think that practice and trying to do something new is the best way to learn anything. So I think that people shouldn't be scared of anything and should try something new. And education in Finland is so relaxing. It is more relaxing than in Russia. And I think that it's easier to find yourself here.
well, and in my opinion, if you're considering Finland as your studying destination, you've got to ask yourself why.
Why not?
Why
should ask.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because well, if you like nature, if you like coolness, if you like I don't know, this life and the Scandinavian comfort, something like that, then undoubtedly you got to consider Finland, and I can assure you that Finland would be a great place to start.
But Joalin, the whole world is your home, I guess. You have been traveling a lot, living abroad, but why to study in
I
Finland?
think first of all, as a young girl, safety is the best thing in Finland, that I can actually just go wherever I want, whatever time I want, knowing I'm totally safe. Transportation is super easy here. Everything is so easy and organized, and there's never any issues with anything. So I think I really, really appreciate that about Finland. Of course, as you said, there's a lot of places where there's more party and everything, but then it tells a lot also about the places, and maybe it's not that easy as here, where everything's so organized and put together for you. And whenever you have a question, for sure, there's a number where you can call and you get help. So I really, really appreciate that since I've lived abroad. But another thing is just, I honestly love nature in Finland. I was filming this TV show last summer, Survivor, where I spent a long time in the woods.
Yeah.
Can't say exactly what, but at least 26 days.
Yeah.
And I just, the nature here is just so unique, and it's crazy. And also living in Mexico, I love summer, but 9 years of summer is
A lot.
It's a lot, and you miss places. Yeah, and then here you can see the times change so clearly. You have winter, and you have the fall. The fall you can clearly see when the leaves fall and everything. It's just, I just love Finland.
And it's the best education in the world.
Exactly. So you should come and check this out for yourself. So it's again great to be here in Salla. So you should come and check it out. It's great in the summer. It's great in the winter, and you might bump into us here as well. So
Hey, see you in Finland.
See you in Salla in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.